was watching a video last night. I like true crime.
I've never heard of it.
True crime? The genre?
The genre, vaguely, I don't...
Yeah, it's just surprised. Yeah. So basically, as an example, there's a guy called Ron Iddles who was a famous detective in Australia, and he solved a lot of homicide cases. So he's got a show on Channel 7 which dives into the cases, and he talks you through all the process from the incident happening all the way through to the family contacting him and asking him for help. And quite often the episodes are around like a case that's gone cold, so they want to bring him in. They've sounded him out to bring him in to come and solve the case. And obviously very tragic circumstances with all of this that's happened. But one of the things I found interesting, which I kind of relate back to marketing, was when the police are looking for leads on a certain case, they were talking about the process of putting a very specific type of photo out to
that is marketing,
the world.
Isn't it?
It is marketing.
It is, yes.
And they talked about the emotions that a particular photo can stir up.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden the leads start coming in.
And are we talking about 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago in history?
I think it was about 20 years the gap was.
Yeah.
Because the case had gone cold and then...
So things haven't really changed.
That way to come back to it.
Instagram and TikTok and every other marketing medium, things have never changed. It's all visual driven.
Very, very visual driven, all about emotions.
Yeah.
And how do we play on those?
Yeah.
To get the outcome that we're trying to drive.
So
it's very, very interesting.
So last time I went to Michelle Obama, she's in town, and it's strange because there's no publicity anywhere. But I went to her show, and a sold out concert, if you like. Yeah. It was a conversation with her, and she was asked the first question is, what do you think about your personal style? Surprisingly, she proceeded to spend 24 minutes talking about that one topic, and I was bored to tears. I wanted to hear about Donald Trump and her take on. But there was no political talk. It was purely about her and her experiences in her life. But she spent 20 minutes talking about style about how presentation matters and how it influences how people behave towards you, towards her. And she says she has a person who is taller than the average person, who's young and black at the same time. She needed everything to be at her advantage. And it's unfortunate, especially being a female, that you'd be judged on what you wear.
Yeah.
And so that goes into play, not just in solving crimes, social media, but day-to-day interactions.
Absolutely.
Just needing to present yourself in a way that you want the world to see you.
Perception and positioning.
It is.
Very interesting. Yeah.
All right. So what have you come up with this week? I know you've dabbled in quite a few things.
Yeah, quite a few things, very varied. But we're going to talk about, I want to talk a bit about AI marketing. Okay, so obviously a topic that I don't think we can run out of ideas and insights on because things are evolving so quickly.
It's a very cliche thing to say. However, things really are. There was a solid 6 months towards the end of last year where there was no new developments in AI.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the past 3 months, especially, it's taken off. Every 2 weeks, every 1 week, a dramatic new product. Every 1 week, a dramatic new product. It's exploded.
Yeah. It's just a race to come up with the latest technology or an incredible way to make things more efficient with whatever you're doing.
You know why there's a race? Because they're wanting to list on the NASDAQ in America. So ChatGPT wants $1 trillion valuation. So do all the other AIs. So they're throwing everything in the kitchen sink in order to achieve that.
I didn't know that. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. Well, the one that I'm focusing on at the moment is around ad creation. So how can AI speed up the creative that I put out on the World Wide Web and on social media? So my staff this afternoon are going to do some training on video AI advertising and how to create that. Now I've got probably 3 or 4 videos that I want them to explore, learn how to use certain tools, tell me which are the best tools at the moment, and tell me which that they should be investing more time into. There are so many of them out there, and a lot of them are, from what I understand, are a variation on, one particular platform. So they've taken this, this particular platform and it's branded this way, then another company's branded it that way, another company's branding it that way.
Yeah. I
don't know enough about it in terms of exactly how it all operates, but they're going to go and do the training. They're going to come back to me and tell me this is the best way forward. And I know it's going to work because we know that what we're seeing out there, like some of the ads that I'm seeing that I know that AI generated, whether they say them or not, are effective and engaging. And they're working. Now, some of them are horrible, I will admit, but if you get the messaging right, if you get the offer right, it'll work. They're absolutely going to work.
There's a few of the AI video editing apps that seem to be rising above the cream, if you like. Maybe back 7 months ago, there was literally a dozen, 2 dozen, 3 dozen. But the ones that are consistently you'll be hearing from people like me and also from other commentators on Instagram, TikTok or whatnot would be Kling, Hicksfield, as well as the Gemini bananas.
Yes,
those seem to be having the most chatter, and generally when there's more chatter, it means that the models are hitting the mark more often than not. There's also ones that are left field as well, which I'm beginning to investigate. Left field ones I'm talking about are the ones from China. And the China ones are fascinating to me for a couple of reasons. A, it breaks out of the kind of the American ecosystem. Maybe they have a different perspective when it comes to what type of prompts would work out really well. And the second reason is just more to the point, there's cheaper models. I've been experiencing something this week that I've never experienced before, which is token burn. I passed the usage limit like week 1 into the month. I was like, oh my God, Claude.
Which tool? On Claude?
On Claude. I passed it already, and I'm just trying things out. I'm not even rolling these out to my team, and I had to buy more tokens.
Are you on Pro version?
I am on the paid version. I'm not the highest tier, the second highest tier, whatever that is. And it's the same happening with the other models as well. So I could see these companies really monetizing it a lot, because there was a big worry about, oh, is GPT going to make any money? Gemini or the others going to make any money? Short answer is yes, I think they will. With people like me, I'm a small business doing promotional items and marketing, and I'm buying tokens. Then I learn the big boys, the American Expresses, the multinationals. Imagine the amount of token churn they will have when they're rolling it out to their team.
Incredible. Well, they'd probably be doing those enterprise deals that you're talking about, sort of that enterprise level agreement. But wow, that's, I definitely hit my limit last month when I was doing website editing. And it's just, I was very happy to put my credit card down, because the amount of work and the heavy lifting that it does saves you a fortune.
It saves you a fortune, but it's also created a new cost center in our business. So in our business, we have the general manager, we have account managers, and we have a few that are heads of department, if you like.
Yep.
And now, unexpectedly, I am now looking for an agentic officer. So in the company, there are CEOs, CFOs, and now we have the AO, agentic officer, because it's needed.
Never heard that type.
And these are type of roles that are needed. So it's quite surreal.
Yeah.
Opening new cost streams into our business is something I'm looking forward to.
You're all over it with this AI, aren't you?
I'm very deeply invested into it. Yeah, I am very, very emotionally attached to it. Which brings me to a question that I got for you, actually, which is, I can find this question. All right, Nathan, the question for you is this. Right now, if I took AI away from you, what part of your work would collapse first? And then the second part of the question is related, is if I took AI from you in 1 year's time, what part of your operation do you think would collapse?
Definitely today, it'd be the breadth of work that I'm doing across different clients. I wouldn't be able to take on as much work that I'm doing. Impossible. Absolutely impossible. So I would have to slash it 25%.
25%?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Significant.
And in a year's time, do you think that's still going to be the same, or is it going to be even more?
Probably in a year's time for me, pretty similar, I think. But I'll have to wait and see. Again, it's evolving so fast. It's a bit, it's tricky. It's difficult. And also, when we're talking AI, is it just like the individual tools like Claude, or are we talking about the other platforms that have some built-in AI capability, like HubSpot, for instance? Now, to generate a report, I don't have to be a whiz at knowing which fields exactly that I need. I just type in a prompt, and it goes and it either gives me questions back or it spits out the answer I want.
Yes.
Which is just, it's phenomenal. Yeah, it's absolutely phenomenal.
It is.
What about you? Where do you think you'll be in 4 months with it?
So right now, if you took away AI from us right now, everything, all our output would slow down by 50%. And so what used to take a number of days would now add a 50% mark on top of it. Another difference would be I would need to hire another full-time person. And this person would either be in video editing or podcast editing, obviously like this podcast, and or graphic design, just for ads, so that they could create the ads. Nowadays, the ads are created by AI. So that'll be the first one. A very quick word. My name is Charles. I run an agency called Cubic Promote. We are the leading supplier of promotional products and uniforms in Australia and also in New Zealand. We supply to 3,000 organizations on any given year. If you're looking for a reliable partner to supply you with merchandise for your office or uniforms for your organization, trust us, Cubic Promote. And now, back to the show. The need for more staff and a slower output. In a year's time, it's going to be, I think it will be more dramatic. In a year's time, I think if you took away AI, I think we would need to add possibly 6 or 7, possibly 8 headcounts because of something that I'm wanting to do, which is to automate a lot of the repetitive tasks in our company, but not just repetitive tasks, but even also some of the natural conversations. For example, maybe account managers having a conversation with a client. Clients talking about, oh, I want promotional t-shirts and I want promotional pens. It's for this event. I don't know what I want for the pens, but I know this is exactly the t-shirt that I want. Give me some ideas and options. Now I could distill that entire conversation and put it, and my aspiration is to put that into AI.
Wow.
Have it feed, look at all our internal data, come up with a range of suggestions. I've already started the process. I've had our team already come up with the top 4 selling products in each of our categories. And so it knows, don't recommend the pink t-shirt with the yellow polka dots and the funny giraffe straps on the back. Recommend the t-shirts that look like this.
Yep.
And so we've taught the system already. And so the system, my aspiration is to have it answer customer inquiries and get quotes on the spot.
Yeah, remarkable.
And by time frame wise, I'm thinking next Monday, I'll be rolling a pilot version.
You're moving at speed, Charles.
But these things, you have to test them out, you see. Because earlier this week, I tested out this thing from Stephen Bartlett from the Diary of a CEO. He's been flogging this product called Whisper. And it's an AI-powered chat-to-text prompter.
Yep.
And so, it essentially aims to eliminate your keyboard. So everything that you speak is going to type. So I thought, yeah, great. So I started using it. It's on my phone. It's on my laptop. Everything was looking so good. I paid the $20 subscription per month. And then I said to the rest of my team, all our account managers at least, all 8 of them, hey, download it now. I'll pay for it. And yesterday I realized that there's a problem with the software. It slows down your computer. It's so resource intensive. My computer is heating up and I have the very best computer. I'm a hardware freak, right? I've got the latest CPUs. I've got the most amount of RAM. Yep. And my computer is heating up, let alone some computers that might be a year old or 2 years old. All of a sudden, this morning, I told my team, all right, team, looks like I made an error. I have to wind it back. This AI tool is heating up our PCs. Obviously, we're going to have problems if we have heated up PCs. So, Stephen Bartlett, if you're listening to this podcast, fix up your software, please. It's too intensive. It's taking up more resources than even the Claude app, which is strange. Yeah. And also, it needs a constant Wi-Fi connection. Because when I'm on the run with my cell phone and I'm in the Harbour Bridge tunnel, there's no connection and I can't use it.
Yeah, it's good feedback for Stephen. Yeah.
No, he needs to hear this. So AI doesn't always work well, and that's some of the instances. But that's why I have to constantly push it out, only for it to fail. Now, there is a downside to all this rapid movement is I am mindfully aware that every time I push out something and I need to roll it back, I lose that bit of confidence from my team every single time. So it's a big piece on the back of my mind because it might come a point where Charles is rolling another piece that doesn't work and people do look towards me to have been giving them the best tools. And if I don't, I feel that I will have a different set of problems on a different day in the future.